people want it. There's no other
Money stayed behind.
Yeah, so the only people that'll be left are the 2 dead people. There's no more stasis pods that haven't been activated, is there?
Well, we didn't see any others.
No. So basically, if we all get through, then it really doesn't matter what happens to that pod. As long as we go through into the main ship, then the status pod can do what it feels like, can't it? That passenger pod, I guess. What we need to do is find out if any of the other passenger pods opened up.
Yeah.
Because there could be a load of people wandering around aimlessly in this ship. But I think we need to all get through this gate doorway and get through as quickly as possible before this whole thing kind of ruptures and falls off.
Yeah, the way I said that you wanna close it because, as far as I remember, you said you're gonna wait, and me with Helga, we are not waiting for.
Well, if you close it behind you then and do what you need to do,
oh, okay.
Wait with us. I mean, it's up to you what you want to do. But
what are the thugs doing? Did they follow Casey and Helga, or are they still with us?
So you opened the hatch and no one is going through yet?
We opened the hatch and I mentioned a few times that as quickly as possible I can even use my
they're
effects
just
system
going
with
through the
Helga.
hatch.
I'm going through, and I said to others that there's a leak here, and if you don't want to suffocate, close hatch after us.
Yeah. Well, that was done. That was done as soon as they went through.
Yeah, we did that. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just going with you. They're not spending a lot of time waiting around.
Okay. Oh, perfect. So at the moment, it's just Jesse down below, and Blake and Taylor that are waiting on top, and everybody else has gone through the hatch, right?
Yeah. And I run back up.
Okay.
Right then. So,
And
once Jesse gets back, we'll all, I presume the rest of us will just head through the hatch and get out of here before this whole thing becomes a complete disaster.
Alright, so you open the hatch on the other side. And you probably see like plaquettes, or how do you call it? With the letters ship score on it.
Oh, bulkhead, yeah. The flag, yeah.
So who's in first?
Yeah,
So I know who
I
the monster is going
like,
to attack.
First we went, it was me and Helga.
Alright.
We're the first one to go and first one to arrive.
Yeah. You arrive at the ship's core. It's a pretty... Even the module where you're coming from is pretty claustrophobic. You know, it's not intended for luxury, just to be able to ship people around and cargo. And the ship's core is also pretty small. It's a long tube, and you see, as soon as you enter, you see to the right you have the cockpit, and to your left you have the engine room. So those are your options for now.
The cockpit and the end.
Remind me, for now I'm guessing that's a question for Helga and me. Did Helga said that she's a mechanic or what?
No. She's athletic. She's just going to her parents, visiting her parents.
Oh, okay. But I just wanna so Helga, do you know anything about engines? Just wanna, make sure.
Nein. My great grandfather was a famous German engineer, but ich weiß es nicht.
Okay, something. Okay, then, I don't deal with engines specifically, but I deal with computers, so I'm gonna go to core to at least stop this bloody alarm.
Yeah. So you're going to the cockpit.
Yeah, cockpit, yes.
You guys alone by any chance?
I mean, I go to a cockpit, I don't know if Helga follows me, but I imagine the way that we went first, they waited a little bit, not much, so there's like a difference of distance between us and the rest of the group.
Yeah.
So, for some case, you might say we are alone.
It depends how long you spent in that area before we turned up. I mean, if you're going to the cockpit or the
I mean,
bridge,
it's up to the
Yeah,
end.
you guys probably see that Helga and Casey are going to the right.
right? Well, we may as well stick together for this, I think.
Sure you don't want to split up? I mean, you can cover a lot more ground.
All I know is I'm going to keep a very close eye on where the mercenaries are going. I'm choosing to refer to them as such from this point on. I want to see where they're headed first.
They prefer to be called businessmen, but okay.
Yeah. But the people who are actually in the luggage area still is me, you, and Taylor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you guys still in the luggage area?
Well, I mean, we waited for Jesse to come back, and once he did, I presume that we headed after the others. So there is a bit of a delay between us and the first group, but as I said, once we're in that next section, Blake is keenly aware of where the mercenaries are at all times.
All right. Yeah, they're sticking with you for now. But
Okay, well, I need to get to the bridge. So if I see Casey heading that direction, then I'm gonna go with her because obviously that's my prime objective as well.
yeah. So the Merry Band is it's a pretty tight area as well. So just maybe maximum 2 people can stand next to each other. Sure, probably one by one moving forwards towards the cockpit.
I'll follow towards there. By the way, if we can find where there's some welding gear on the ship, I might be able to fix that leak we got back there.
And
you know what? Given that there are space restrictions in terms of how many people can be in the spot at one time, and that a lot of people have sort of congregated in the bridge, Blake is going to suggest to Jesse, well, why don't you and I go into the engine section and see if we can find anything of use?
Sure.
you can trust him. You can trust.
That way, neither of us is alone, but we're not all kind of clumped together in a space that doesn't have very much room.
Yeah, we should definitely go in twos everywhere, I think, because that's just safe.
Or actually, if Taylor wants to join us, that would be great.
There should be another set of passengers on the other side of the ship. Why don't we wake those up, too?
Well,
I'm gonna say, like probably on the wall somewhere, there's like a map of the ship's core.
I'm just thinking if we can get the ship to work and find out what the problem is, then we may not have to wake them up.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
But you see a little map of the ship's core, and you see like the engine room at the back, cockpit in front, captain's room in front of the cockpit. And you notice that there are 4 entry or exit points. The one from your module, and there should be 3 other modules.
Right. Well, I think making the captain up would probably be a good idea.
Actually, that's a great idea.
We don't want people running around willy-nilly from all the other pods. So if they're still asleep, let them leave them that way. See if we can wake the captain up, find out if he knows what he knows. And then if it comes down to it, if we have to wake him up, we will. But I think at this moment in time, if we can fix the problem.
Well, the captain and the rest of the crew should be in the pod directly across from the one we were in. So.
Right. So let's do that then, I guess.
Okay.
Because obviously the captain's going to have a lot more knowledge about the ship than we are.
Yeah. And
obviously any problems that could be arising. So.
All right. So what's the plan?
I think if we can wake the captain up, that would be the first thing. We'll at least check out and see what's going on with that, because I've got a funny feeling that we're all going to be dead. I don't know why, but let's go check out the captain and see if we can get him up, because he's obviously the captain of the ship. If I was a captain of the ship, I wouldn't want a bunch of people just messing around with my ship. So let's check that out first.
So you're going to follow Helga and Casey, and the other 2 are going to go to the engine room together?
Well, I'm thinking, actually, what do you think, Jesse? Should we go see the captain?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I think what'll end up happening, and you'll correct me if I'm wrong, but Casey and Helga are in the bridge trying to access the data core.
Uh-huh.
Jesse, Blake, and Taylor are passing them and going into the captain's pod.
Yeah. The
Am I
captain's room
correct
is
in
in
this?
front of the cockpit. Yeah.
Yeah, because if anything needs to be done to the engine or even in the bridge, then the captain's going to be a lot more proficient at doing it than we are, isn't he?
That's right. Okay. Now,
We don't
I
have
do
fucking-
recall that the captain is a woman whose name is Wolandari.
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Bits of memory coming
Okay.
back from the space sickness, or from the
Yeah.
status sickness.
It'd explain why the ship's broken down, though, wouldn't it?
Even though I do not
Get the
hear that,
consequence
if I had the chance over the PA system would be, Oi! You chauvinistic pig! But no, that's non-canon, that's Omake.
Yeah, you guys go on your merry way, and you also notice the airlock. The airlock is in a small alcove along the corridor that leads from the cockpit to the engine room. The airlock is designed so that an escape pod can be attached. However, no such pod was attached for this voyage. You look inside.
Yeah, absolutely.
You find 2 environment suits there, as well as a couple of magnetic boots capable of sticking to the side of the ship.
Really? Okay, well,
I mean,
that's
do
very
all of you
good.
guys go in there, or is this something Blake is the only one knowing?
Well, Blake
All sitting together.
blatantly strolls through. He's not even trying to hide the fact
Yeah.
that he's going in there.
Once he's opened the airlock, I'll peek in. And
Does anyone want to kill Blake now that he has his back turned towards you, or? Just say, man. Just say.
I'll take one of these so I can do the welding if there's no one better.
Yeah, Blake is gonna. Well, I don't know. Like, we can't walk around in the environment suit, right? They're too big and bulky.
Yeah, they'll severely restrict your movements.
Okay.
as
Okay,
for
no. So he's just
outside.
gonna make a mental note that it's there
Yeah.
and prep it if he has to, so that in case there's need for a speedy,
UVA.
Exit.
a speedy exit, he knows where it is and that it's ready to go.
Yeah, sure. It'll be faster to get into the suits, like you sort the parts of the suit out, or
Yeah. So that's it.
Sure. And afterwards, you follow the group going to the cockpits. So Helga and Casey arrive first at the cockpit. It's little more than a seat surrounded by various controls necessary to pilot the ship. There is enough room behind the seat for a single person to stand. The controls here access the ship's main computer, and this is the one place on the entire vessel from which all the ship's computer systems can be accessed. But since it's such a small room, I'm going to say Casey and Helga are the only ones in there.
Okay.
Some girl power going on over there. And the other guys are going to go to the captain's room, which is just the room next to it.
Yeah.
Okay. I said the pod directly opposite the one that we were in, because that's where I figured the captain would be. But
No, the captain's pod was adjacent to the engine pod.
okay.
No.
Oh, no,
captain's
sorry. You
room-
said it was adjacent to the bridge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Blake is striding straight to the captain's pod. He wants to see what the status of the captain is.
Okay. I guess I'll follow.
Yeah, hang on. So you guys enter the captain's room. It's a lovely place. It's a small place, and on the side you see like a safe with a number pad next to it. And there are also 2 stasis pods. One has Captain Wulandri written on it, and another has a random name like Steve. Steve the engineer. And which one of you are in there?
Blake is in there.
Hmm.
Jesse.
And Taylor.
All right.
All in one piece.
Taylor is
Yeah,
in.
you notice that there seems to be the same issue that happened with the good doctor of ours.
What's the
It's
problem?
also been broken open,
Who? Which one?
both of them.
No. No, 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 no.
Okay. Okay. Well, this got more dangerous.
Yeah.
We're going to have to. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to, but we're going to have to go check out the other passenger pods to see if there are actually anybody left alive.
Yeah, I think we do.
We're going to have to because if the captain's dead and whoever this second mate is, I'm guessing, then
It's the engineer.
the engineer. Well, then basically.
So the captain's dead, the engineer is dead, and the doctor is dead, and some random schmo in the fridge is dead?
Yeah. Which
Okay.
basically means we're kind of screwed unless we can. We're kind of drifting, aren't we?
We need to know two things. If Casey and Helga can figure out where the hell we are and how far away we are from the station, that's step one. The second thing we're going to want to do is find anything we can use as a weapon.
If they can get the intercom on, it would be good also.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
this,
for
I'm
communications.
just wondering, sorry, because I forgot about like how edge. So Jack is +1, but can you add another card with Jack or?
Yeah. So let's say I have. I don't want to do it, but I have a queen in here. If I put the queen on there, you draw another card and place it under the queen, which gives you a +2 plus the card you just drew.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with this. Ace also allows you to do that, or?
No. Ace is just a 1.
Oh, okay, so never mind. Sorry for forgetting about that. So like that.
So that's an 8. That's a hearts. Is hearts intelligence?
Hearts are so I don't think it's a trump. Intelligence is, yeah, spades.
So yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, you definitely get more than 10, right?
Yes, half my intelligence, so like it's from cards it's total of 7.
Mm-hmm.
From then adding my half of my intelligence it's 11.
Yeah.
Then it's com-ops. If I add com-ops then it's 15. 11 plus 4, 15, yes. Total.
Bum, bum.
I mean, if it will be quicker for you, you can copy stuff.
Oh yeah.
However,
Well, it's not really something that is pre-written, but let's see what
Okay.
it says.
yeah, fun
Oh
stuff I
yeah,
found.
yeah. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what you find.
Yeah, fun stuff I found that, but I, with that role I had my priorities, as I mentioned. Also, when you finish writing, I will ask one more thing. Was it if it was possible for me to at least silence alarm for now? What the?
I mean, Helga is standing behind you. She's also. Mein Gott.
What the fuck?
Yeah. All right. So that's what's going on over there. Hang on. Right. So you guys are standing about in the captain's room. You want to try and open the pods, maybe?
Well, not if there's dead people in it.
You want to? Yeah.
I'll be
There's,
usually the same, but it's just the faces are kind of crushed.
it's the same like the doctor, like very strong force busting open shattering the glass. Which is, supposed to be able to resist a pretty big force. But
Yeah, are we able to open up the pod for the captain?
let's see if you gotta make a roll for that. Captain's room. All right. I'm gonna make it easy to open the pods. You still need to draw a card, but it's a low target number. Is
What stat are we
8.
using?
Yeah, need an 8. What do you say?
What skill are we using? Oh, that means I draw another card, right?
Maybe comp ops, or if you can find a better skill.
Yeah, Jack means you draw another card, if I remember
Yep,
correctly.
yep.
So that's 8.
Yeah, comp ops.
Plus 9. Plus
Yeah,
intelligence?
you get it. You only need an 8. So
Okay.
you open the what's it? Stasis
The captain's
pod for
pod?
the captain,
Okay.
and you notice that
I take it. Whatever it is, I take it.
It's a bomb!
you notice like he's holding a box. There are 2 lights on the box and controls for it as well. Yeah, there is a remote
Nice.
control sized electronic device
Awesome. I swipe it.
with a yellow indicator light at the top and 2 buttons, one red and one green.
Okay. I try to grab it. If it keeps holding on, I punch the body until it lets go.
The body says, "Hey, that's mine, man." No.
Give it! Give it! It's mine! It's mine! Give it!
Yeah. So the box isn't on yet, but there's also an on and off switch.
Okay. No, that's perfect. I'm just gonna say it out loud. Is it the thing I was looking for?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I grab it, and Taylor and Jesse are right next to me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I whisper to them, I will make you both phenomenally wealthy men if you keep me safe with this.
What is it?
Sounds like a
I
good
don't
deal.
know.
Yeah.
It might be easier to keep you safe if we knew a little more, but
I completely agree, but I swear to any data you believe in, I don't know what it is, only that it's incredibly important to me.
okay, can work with that.
It's also at this time where plot thickens. In a horror movie, we pan back to the one that split off from the group. And it's like we're watching the camera where we're following like the killer. He's like
Okay.
stalking his prey. So we see him like crawling down the ladders. And in front of him we see Manny, who's like turns up and looks at him all frightened, and he's like scrambling back towards the wall, and very slowly the camera moves forward toward Manny. And that's when you all hear this noise.
Huh. Well, that's no good
fuck?
at all.
Sounds pretty bad. So I've got your word. I keep you safe from whatever that is. And
Yeah.
Richard.
Yeah.
This is a binding verbal contract or some kind.
Absolutely. You guys keep me alive and you keep me with this box, and you will both be wealthy men.
Great. Well, in that case, you can relax because you really don't have much to worry about. I think I know what's going on. There's a serial killer known as the Luna Slasher who's at loose on this ship, but there should just be one of him, and he's just armed with a knife. So
Is there any way we can sick him on the mercenaries?
he's one serial killer. They're trained combat people. They'll be no match for them. He's scary, all right, creepy, riding around knifing people and making them scream like that. But
Is
I
anyone
came
going to go and check it out?
this is the dramatic irony scene.
Hold on a second, though. If he just killed,
I mean,
Well,
you don't know
the
if he's
suit, he
dead,
just
man.
killed
You
Maggie,
know,
right?
maybe he's
Yeah,
fighting.
we only heard
Sure.
a scream.
Why don't one of
Yeah.
us jump into the suit with the magnetic boots, go out to the hatch, and basically break the seal so that passenger pod drifts off.
Which passenger pod?
The one that Manny was in that has just been killed by this thing.
Do we know it came from that passenger pod?
Well, that's where he was, wasn't he?
We don't know he was the one who was killed, though. Like out of character.
Oh, right. No, of course I don't.
Well,
Yeah.
we know something horrible just happened to Manny, and that sucks. We know there's a killer on the loose, so we can reasonably assume that he has just fallen victim to him.
Yeah, and
So
also
now,
you
if
notice
we
that
get
the
to the-
mercenaries
if we
aren't
can-
there with you.
If we can get to the other passenger pod on the far side, I have a partner there. He'll have some more ordnance on him.
Guys, I
Safer.
shout from cockpit. Regarding Extreme, there is something bad. Really. There's a footage
What?
of some.
What's going on? What's happening?
Do I need to scream that for you?
Yeah. So you want
Someone
them
just got
to
knifed.
show the footage or something? Like,
Yeah, I'm asking some of them to, well, at least one of these guys that, hey, I found something and this is bad.
so I'm gonna say you all like some of you are standing next to the door for
Yeah, I
the
walk over to
cockpits.
take a look at what the footage
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Yeah, of course.
And you all see
head over.
the grainy camera footage of what appears to be a humanoid creature. It's very tall. It's even bigger than Taylor. It's very broad as well. And you remember, like the alien?
Mhm.
It has that blackness to it. It's very like darker than dark and very chitinous looking skin. And it seems to be walking through one of the passenger modules. You recognize it's similar to the one you were in. And it's like stalking through the hallways, and then suddenly it disappears.
Jesse?
Similar to, but not the same one.
Jesse?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
bad, guys. It's really bad.
That
Yeah.
doesn't look like a serial killer.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is also the moment where we have a flashback moment.
Also, by the way, before
for
flashback,
everyone.
did I manage to silence the alarm? I don't know if you answered that.
Oh yeah, sure. You know, you could have silenced the alarm. So there's an eerie silence probably when you guys see the footage. All right, the plot thickens even more. I'm gonna start with Taylor.
I'm already say, even if I die, I'm already happy, and I will say why after session ends to not spoil something.
I mean, sure. That might frighten some of you people. All right, Taylor Chu. Jesse Bowdane. You're Joey, right? Jesse?
Yeah, Joe S. Yeah. If you're typing, you're in the right box.
Yeah, it's a lot of multitasking, but it's cool. I want to make sure I send the right memories, because... yeah.
Then suddenly spoilers.
Joey. Next up is Blake, Mr. Blake.
Yes, sir.
So if you wanna give us another like few minutes to read the
Yeah,
memories,
I'm
I
gonna
would
take a
take
bio
that.
break again.
Yeah.
I need some more coffee as well.
And I would like a peace break and
Outs.
get a drink too.
No, actually, getting a glass of water is probably not a bad idea. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'm just waiting for my another bit of memory.
Mats. Casey. Memory 2. Come on. Come on. I want to select this shit. Oh, God fucking damn it. Ah, come on. Yeah, I'm gonna refresh this shit first. Casey. Alright. Alright.
Okay, I'm back. I'm
Okay,
reading.
I've read through memory. I like it. Anyways, now I read it. I'll be right back in a minute or two.